Today we're going to talk about checking our daylight savings times. This needs to be done each time before daylight savings either starts or daylight savings finishes. So you need to get to your BundyPlus screen or wherever ClockComms is running. So in this case I'll just be clicking on the ClockComms utility and ClockComms will load. Now typically most of your settings will be correct because it's been working in the past, but the few things you need to check, you need to go into your maintenance center, then click on time zones. Then there's a few settings here which I'm sure will be right, but best to check them in any case. The first one being local time zone. That's the time zone where the actual PC is running. In this case we're set to Melbourne. The time zone profile we're going to look at in this case is Melbourne, and the daylight savings in Melbourne, GMT plus 10, is turned on. Now you can see these dates are old dates and the system is telling me we need to update them. And all you do is click on update time zone definitions. It'll go out across the web, upload the latest file and change the dates. Now in this case daylight saving is ending on the 5th of April 2015, which is correct. So click on the little floppy disk which will save it, and that's now being saved, and we close out of that. The other thing to check is your time clocks are set to the correct location. Now in this case I have one time clock and its location is set to Melbourne. Obviously if you had a mix of Melbourne or Sydney or Adelaide or wherever else, each of the clocks would have already been defined to the correct spot, in which case, which is fine, then again within the time zones you need to make sure that they're correct as well. So in this case Adelaide, it does have the same dates. If we go to Brisbane, you see it doesn't have daylight savings, which is correct. So by doing the update of time zones actually updates all of them, but it's a case of making sure that they're all set correctly. Once that's been done, whenever you do a download, and I'll just do a download here, you'll see that the very first thing that goes out is daylight savings has been set. Now the ClockComms took the settings we just checked and send it out to each individual clocks based on where they are, and would tell it that on the 5th of April 2015 change your time back out of daylight savings, and similarly if you're in a different location, which is why it's important that those things are checked. When daylight savings changes, starts, finishes, usually the only thing you need to do is to go into time zones, update your time zone settings definitions, which updates it with the latest dates that we keep on the web. Once that's saved, really that's all you need to do, because whenever you do a download from then on in, they'll be set according to those dates. The other things I told you to check are really just information on how it works, so that you can check those things the first time you do it to make sure they're all set correctly.